Hello, hello. So I'm actually doing my makeup right now. So I woke up today and my TikTok was banned. I was so confused because I don't try to ever do anything against terms of service or anything malicious. And it's weird, TikTok doesn't tell you why you get banned. Or at least they didn't tell me. But I'm assuming it's because of my TikTok depicting my troubles with food. I made a mistake. I definitely agree that I messed up. I just didn't know that it was against terms of service like what I did. And so many other people, create that type of content and they're not banned. So I just think it was a fluctuation of a lot of people reporting me, which it's fine. TikTok did get a hold of all the reports and clearly they did their job. But I contacted TikTok and just let them know, like, it wasn't malicious. If I would have known it was against, terms of service, I wouldn't have done it, etc., etc. Because it's true, I wouldn't have. I'm not that gal, if you will. So thankfully I got my TikTok back, which I'm very happy about because TikTok is fun. I love just scrolling through. I like watching, there's like this whole community on TikTok that does like scratch offs. Like, those like scratchers where you can like win money or whatever. So I've like been obsessively watching those, just like right before I go to bed. If I just need something like calming to watch or whatever, I'll put that on and enjoy myself. It's just relaxing. There's literally communities all over TikTok of every walk of life. It is crazy. Anything you want, you can find on there. It's so weird. But that's why I love it, because it's so diverse and stuff. Anyways, I made a mistake on TikTok and I'm able to admit that. I'm just glad a TikTok listened to me and they understood that I wasn't trying to do anything wrong. So I've been watching Chantel's vlogs with her husband and I'm actually thoroughly enjoying them. Obviously I'm behind on my videos, so hopefully they're still like doing good and stuff. I know this is unpopular opinion, but like I am so happy for her. I know, there's a lot of haters out there who like to talk crap about Chantel, talk crap about Feline and how they're like, we're just being used and all this stuff. I have nothing. I literally have nothing to give Feline besides my fucking heart, my body, my love. Like, I have nothing to give her at all. It's kind of disheartening that people think that bigger people can't be in relationships or be with someone who is, attractive. Like, Feline is fucking fire. And Chantel's husband's pretty fucking cute. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he is so cute. And we don't see what happens behind closed doors. You guys don't see what happens with me and Feline. You guys don't see what happens with Chantel and her husband. Nothing. So it's like, to assume that Chantel and her husband are like using each other is just like insulting. Because it's not always about looks. And plus, I think Chantel's very pretty. And some people aren't shallow. They just aren't. This also ties into TikTok. There is so many, like, whoa, what did I do there? There's so many different channels on TikToks, on TikTok where there is bigger females that are like my size, Chantel size. They're with like what is like the standards for attractive thin people. And people are just so shocked by it. And then that's when you start asking yourself, what's wrong with society? Why can't people like Chantel and I be in happy, healthy relationships just because someone loves us, truly? Just because someone finds us attractive, truly? I don't know. It's very strange. Just goes back to fat shaming. Okay, so I am done with my makeup and I just filmed a TikTok since I am back on there. I do want to start venturing out, doing a little bit here, doing a little bit there, like TikTok. Might go back on Cameo. We'll see. But I decided to put a little star and a dot here to like match my energy from my shirt. I don't know. I think it looks cute, okay? Don't hate me. I'm hungry. I actually have not ate today because I did, which I mentioned in my my last video. So this isn't a new binge. I already mentioned that I did this. I binged last night and it just makes me not want to eat for the day. So after a binge, the next day I usually go like half of the day without eating. And then once I finally do eat, binge city happens. So I don't know. Something also I'm trying to talk to my psychologist about. It's just a lot, like, because I'm unpacking so much in therapy. It's like, it's hard to unpack everything and heal from everything as fast as people expect, because I get comments, isn't she going to therapy? Like, it's clearly not working. It's a lot to unpack. There's a lot going on. It does not happen overnight. It does not happen in a couple months. You know, 31 years of damage is hard to repair. So for my weigh-in, 502.4. So that means I'm very, very sad to say I am back in the 500s because I binged pretty freaking bad last night. Hey guys, so my makeup did look good. I did look kind of cute. I'm just kidding. My makeup looked cute. Anyways, but I ended up falling asleep and it's a few hours later and I woke up in a jolt and I was like, oh my god, I didn't film anything. I didn't do my weigh-in, so I wanted to do that real quick. I did weigh myself. I just didn't film it or talk about it or anything. So I stayed the exact same. So here you can see I wrote it on new paper because your girl messed up on yesterday's. You can go back and look. There was a little scribble and I don't like that. I don't know. It's just like a perfectionist problem. So I decided on each day I'm going to write like if I was on track, binge, whatever. I was just going to track if I was binging. But here you can see last night I just overate. So thankfully I did not binge. But we're going to see how my weigh-in goes tomorrow because I can already tell you I binged earlier before I fell asleep. I am struggling so bad, but I'm going to talk a little bit about it after I go back to sleep and then wake up for a whole new day. So I'll talk to you guys about it then. Hello, welcome to a new day. So I've been loving like TikTok transitions. How I look prior to getting ready versus how I look after is pretty great. So bam. It looks okay. The eyeshadow is more yellow than I wanted it to be. I don't know. I'm just having a fun time doing my makeup. It doesn't have to come out good. I'm just enjoying it. I've never liked doing makeup ever. Like, I have talked about that in my videos before, that I just do it to do it. I actually don't enjoy it at all. But now I love doing it. It's like calming and fun. I think it's just because I'm getting a little bit more like creative in what I'm doing. And I have my hair in these little tiny pigtails. I don't know. I feel a lot better than I did last time I vlogged. So I just feel new and improved, energized, refreshed, ready to just get back on track. Look at this baby. Hi. She's such an angel. She's like, Mama, you're on my house. You're on my house. Well, I'm sorry. I just realized I did not weigh myself, which is okay because I have not ate yet. So I still have time to weigh myself, but I have to take off everything. I weigh myself naked. Like, I take off my bra. If I have jewelry on, I take it off. I literally take off everything. So I have to do that before I eat. I gotta remember to do that before I eat. Remember, Amberlyn.
What are you doing? What you doing? Hi, baby girl. Are you jealous? Oh, God. Are you jealous? Oh my gosh, jealous. Your sister's jealous of you. Yeah. I just realized there is a 3 under the cat tree. I've never noticed till now. Okay, you guys, so I weighed in. Today is day 8, November 10th at 5:05.0. Very sad. So that means I have 48.8 to go to reach the goal by February 11th. This just seems like a joke to me at this point. This is what binging does to somebody right here. And I put that I binged last night just so you guys can see how much I gain when I binge, how much I gain when I overeat, whatever it may be. I'm clearly struggling with my binge eating. That is very apparent, but I am going to be counting calories today. I already ate. I had an Amy's TV dinner, which was risotto. And that was like, I don't know, I have it logged in my Lose It, which is the app that I'm using to count calories. It was below 300. It was like 240 or 270, one of those two. So that's all I've had today. I want to stay around 1600 calories. Rattles, get the booty away. I know my vlogs lately have been very like weight loss related, binge related. There's going to be more to them. It's just the last few days wouldn't have been days that I would have vlogged. But since I'm doing the weighing in for 100 days, I had to vlog because that is what I told you guys I was going to do when I told myself I was going to do. So it was a had to situation type deal, but I wouldn't have vlogged otherwise. So that's why it's been so heavy on this type of content. I'm actually gonna go grocery shopping so we can do a little haul moment if you guys want that. Do you want a haul? This is my 4-legged best friend. One of them's. Because I have a few of them's. Yeah, I do. Alright, you guys. Time for the haul. Got some Mexican shredded cheese. Some pizza rolls. I got this Asian medley vegetable kit, which I love. Some white rice. Minute just cooks faster. So that's the one that I prefer to get. Got this Amy's bowl. It's Mexican casserole, which is one of my favorites. Some turkey sausage patties. I don't know what it was, but I was craving a fish stick, okay? So don't judge. This is the newest Amy's that I've tried. It's the Asian dumpling. You guys, this is honestly so good. I recommend any Amy's bowl, actually. I got an Amy's pesto bowl. Some apples, which I was also craving. Raspberries, which I actually put in the freezer. The best way to have them, 10 out of 10 recommend. Got some mandarins. Love a cold mandarin. I put all my fruit, besides obviously bananas, in the fridge. Got tons of broccoli, some chicken tenderloins, some ground turkey. Okay, so I'm not like low carb obviously anymore, or keto or anything to that sort, but right before I quit keto, when I started craving sweets, I tried this. It's so good. It's the caramel chocolate nut roll bar. Delish. Got some eggs and then just some ramen. So that is the grocery haul. Grocery haul. I still haven't changed the time. That should say 2:35. Hello. So it is the end of the night, and I wanted to show you guys, if you guys remember, I showed you guys the beginning of my doodle poster, and I have finished it. So I just wanted to give you guys a little look at that. And then I did my typical thing that I like to do. It's also another version of a doodle poster, but just a little different. just a bunch of circles, but it just looks really nice, especially when you choose the right colors. So yeah, this is my way of drawing. This is what I consider my type of art. Everyone's art is different. Let's not judge one another. Like, there are people selling art of literally just a dot for $1 million. Like, ma'am, you know, speaking of art, I love art, okay? I'm not knocking it or anything, but it is one of those things where people literally just get to draw whatever they want. They can take however, it could be a 5-minute drawing, especially if you're like a famous artist, and you can make that $100,000. It's literally just a circle and it's $100,000. Like, it is, art is just the weirdest concept when it comes to stuff like that. But then you can go into Target or Home Goods and see the most beautiful freaking piece of art, and it's only like 40. I don't know. I don't know much about art, especially like really expensive art, so don't knock me. I don't know if they're using gold in the paint, gold in the pen, diamonds. Do not come for me. But art is just very, very interesting. And yeah, but that's my version of art, folks. I have so much fun doing that though. Like, truly, truly.